All right, welcome back. It's still Breakfast Daily. We are still in the communities having conversations about the challenges that are going on. And today we are specifically focusing on cocoa farms and the effects of galamsey. Now we've been joined in on the show by Nana Bonsu, who is a cocoa farmer. And we're going to find out the reality on the ground from him, personal experience. The hashtag is Breakfast Daily. If you're watching us on streams, the WhatsApp line is 0550-585832. Kindly send us messages, especially if you live in a cocoa farming area or you are a cocoa farmer or related to one, and share with us some of the experiences that you've had or are having, in this regard. All right, Nana Bonsu, let's get into this conversation. So, you are a cocoa farmer?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you farm?
Good morning. And then good morning to the Concerned Farmers Association of Ghana, and then to the farmers of this country, especially with the cocoa farmers that their lands have illegally destroyed for this galamsey and the rest. I have my farm in the western, north, and then eastern region. That is where I have my cocoa farm.
Okay. And how much of an impact has galamsey had on you and on your work?
Yeah, as for me, I have, they've not approached to my sector because they are even scared and afraid to get into. Because some years back, that is, I think 3, 4, 5 years back, that a global cocoa award winning farm, which was given for a concession just to destroy it at Chibi. And then I stood in just to fight for this issue. So my name just popped up in a way that some of them were even afraid and scared just to get close to me, for me to sell my land for them. And then even Eastern region, a mile square of cocoa plantation was also given out just to destroy all out. So I have played serious role when it comes to galamsey and it comes to this cocoa issue. I've done a whole lot of things about it. But at the end of the day, my land has not been touched because they are even scared to get close. Because when you get close to my land, it's either I'll cut off your head.
Really?
Right? Yes. I will just cut off your head and give it to my dogs to enjoy than to report to any other institution because...
Why wouldn't you report to any?
No. Report to where?
Any institution.
The
so
it doesn't work. There's so fast consent.
Institution
works.
Cocoa Board?
Why do you say so?
I don't know whether Cocoa Board is still alive and then they are there working. Because the only ministry that I know is the Ministry of Agric. That is the only sector that listens to us. Because there are so many places that have channeled some of our grievances too, especially with the Cocoa Board, thinking that at least they will give us respect. Because they've done nothing. They've not resourcing us. They've not given us anything. It is our own money. We sell brooms to facilitate our program. So at least when we give you a message or a report, you have to give out that kind of respect by replying us or telling us something. But as at now, Cocoa Board don't have any engagement with us. They don't respect us.
Who are you dealing with at Cocoa Board? We
send messages across to one Mr. Wusu, who's there. I've personally gone to their office just to complain. Fifi Boafu is aware. Recently, there was an issue about this cocoa that others, they need money and they are not getting money. We send it to them and nobody is responding to. There are a whole lot of challenges that when you report or you send it to, we don't have the respect for the Cocoa Board, so they don't also react to us. So we have a channel of sending it to with the Minister of Food and Agriculture, that is Dr. Friakoto. He's the ones that's mostly...
He's been listening to you.
He has been listening to us for some time.
What exactly has he been doing? When he listens to you, what actions has he taken that...
Well, he sent our report to the appropriate quarters that they also have to react to it. So ours is... He listening to us alone is a plus, and we are also happy that somebody is listening to us. So that one alone is encouraging us to do more. But the rest, there's nothing like that.
Okay. We want you to paint a picture of, we know the Eastern region, one of the first regions that went into cocoa production. If you look at the history, at a point, they also suffered a bit of reduction in cocoa and all that, but then they picked up in the 80s when a deliberate effort was made to improve cocoa production. But I went to the Eastern region on Friday. I went to Kwabibrim. I saw the level of devastation, the level of destruction of cocoa farms, and the increase in want to go into galamsey rather than cocoa farming. So you have farms in the Eastern region. If you look at percentage-wise, how much have we lost in terms of the farming area to galamsey? And then bring us to the Western region, and then let's look at the issues why you see cocoa farmers abandoning, their farms for illegal money. So first, what we've lost as a country.
Yeah, well, when you go to Eastern region, there's nothing like cocoa. We don't have to focus on Eastern region because Eastern region, we don't even have a cocoa. The little cocoa that we have is few. If what I'm saying is a lie, Cocoa Board have to come out with the statistics to tell us the number of cocoa trees that we even have.
So it's all gone?
Yes, it is few. The one that is left is not cocoa. I will not say it's cocoa because even the rehabilitation project that we're doing in the Eastern region, how far it is. The only hope of Ghana cocoa is in the Western North.
Wow.
And it is some young man that is at the place that helped Cocoa Board seriously, which that man need to be awarded. That is Owusu Ansah. I keep on saying it. He was the chair, Cocoa Extension Health Division manager. And then he has done very well because getting into Western region, let me start from the Western region. I went to the Western region and then we're having identification of community challenges on cocoa. So we got to the place and realized that most of the cocoa farms were just cut off and then that is a rehabilitation, just replaced. Those that their cocoa was cut down to be replaced by giving them money for some month and year, there's nothing of that sort. Money from Cocoa Board has not been given to them. We sent a report to the various outfit of Cocoa Board. No sign. We sent a report to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. There was a sign. That very week, a check was released to pay for those that they cut down their rehabilitation. So they become so excited just to get into their field to do cocoa. The weeding gangs or the laborers that Cocoa Board picked them to weed cocoa farmers, their land for 2 years, and then the 1 year a farmer can take care of it, were not also being paid. PPEs and other things wasn't given to them. Snake has bite them, others cutlasses, and a whole lot of things that serious complaints. I reported it back and nothing happened. I reported it back to the Minister of Food and Agriculture, and there was an outfit, something happened. So it's like collaboration or whatever the report that gets into the minister, Efri Akoto, he react towards it and something do happen. So the hope is in the Western region, but there's another problem in the Western region because the laborers are weeding the cocoa farmers their land. Most of them are absentee farmers. They are no more living on their cocoa farm again. They've left to Accra and the rest. And now, the main challenge that Ghana we are going to have is, if you own a farm, let's say my sister, you own a farm in Western region, a cocoa farm. You can buy a cocoa farm. You buying a cocoa farm doesn't make you a cocoa farmer.
That's true.
Right? So the laborers that are the farmers, they are working on the field. But at the end of the day, when the glory comes, it comes to the one that bought the land.
Well, you are invested into the...
No, but then it is those that they are working on the land. So now, most of them have also realized that they are not gaining any grounds to that. So at the end of the day, the production is what is declining. Others are not taking serious.
There's nothing to spur them on to want to do
There's
the
no
farm
motivation.
because the reward, the
exactly.
reward is...
So others are saying that if this person will go, I'll be working for so long and you'll be taking the glory, then why can't I also find a way and then get into it? And most of the cocoa farmers are complaining that, fine, looking at the money that we are giving to the people that they are coming to weed our farm for us for 2 years, why don't you add that money to motivate us, to give it to us as part of our increment so that we will always be on our farm to do that.
So the laborers or the weeders want to own these farms, so a form of incentive for them to own the farms.
Not to own it, but then they realize that they are not getting anything. So they are also, their outfit or the output towards the activity has been declined because they are not doing as it is. So the farmers are complaining that if you are giving these people, you have employed people that you are giving them money, the land belongs to me. Why don't you add up the money for me so that it will motivate me rather to do what? To do the more job. When you go to Western region itself, this is Western North. When you go to Western region itself, 90% of the cocoa farmers are now cutting off their cocoa trees.
Why?
They are cutting down their cocoa trees all because the rubber is fetching them more than what? cocoa. There was an incident that we reported it to Cocoa Board. At that time, that Hackman Owusu-Agyeman was the board member or the board chairman. He told us that it is an economic situation. A farmer can choose to destroy his cocoa and plant rubber. And this issue became so crazy because it was on loudspeaker that I called, that the farmers have to hear something from the man. And it became so annoying. As I'm speaking to you, it's ongoing cutting down trees.
For rubber.
For rubber in the western region. We heard a video circulating all over about an old man that was given his land for a galamsey, all because of 20,000 Ghana cedi.
So we want to understand the dynamics in terms of the monetary gains. An acre of, let's say, a cocoa farm, how much are people being paid in exchange for galamsey activity?
Well, it depends. You have to bargain. You know, you have to bargain. I have not get into it, so I don't even to get close because I will not even
but
sell.
You heard figures.
I will not even sell. I will not even sell my cocoa land for $1 million. I will not do that. Why so? Because I know the importance of cocoa, right? And those that are selling their lands for cocoa and other things are frustrated, and others too. It is not their fault because if your land is here, and then the rest of your land around has been destroyed for galamsey, and it left only your land in the middle. How can it cross over to your place? At the end of the day, you have to sell it out. Yeah. And that is also giving most of the farmers, it is moving them for them to sell their land and other things for them. In Ghana, as some say, all the farmers are hustling because they want
to build
a house.
So
what is preventing Cocoa Board to come out with a housing project? I've been saying this thing several times. Housing project for these farmers. So that at the end of the day, the cocoa farmer knows that I'm farming for 30 years. I will get a land, or let's say I'll get a flat just to be in. That one will motivate because we are saying that the backbone of our economy, it is agriculture and it is cocoa. But I'm saying to you today that it is not true. The backbone of our economy is galamsey.
Okay, so now we see in the western region, for example, people moving to rubber, some going to galamsey. As for eastern region, you say bobo.
No,
there's nothing happening
out there.
Ashanti region, what's the picture? Do you know?
Yeah, Ashanti region are heading towards to this galamsey issue that forest and other things, people are in it. They are just cutting it down and the rest. But then, as I told you, there's a say that see something, say something. It is all scam. Galamsey fight is a scam.
Why do you say that?
I'm saying it's a scam because you know the people. You've seen the people. Why can't you arrest them? It is only in Ghana, the whole world. I would say that it's only in Ghana that we don't respect our environment. Because under the nose of some chiefs, forests have been destroyed. Under the nose of some MPs and whatever the MCEs and the rest, it has been destroyed. Go to Dwabusu. I was at Dwabusu recently. Opposite the district assembly or the municipal opposite, the back of it, just behind, across the street, they've destroyed the whole place. So what are you telling me? What are we gaining from this? Are they not watching Captain Planet? I said there's a secret. If the presidency is serious, I have something that when the president sees it, maybe he will collapse.
What's that?
I'm telling you. I said it's only the president that they have to see. And if he's not ready, fine. See something, say something. I will not say it is not by force.
Oh,
because it is, I'm coming.
Can't give up.
No. Listen, you don't know the stress that some of us have passed through. With our own money and resources, and people has been given money to do this education, and the rest, and they are not doing it. Who will do this? Will even Parliament, will Parliament even sacrifice to do that? Letters and other things have been issued to Parliament for them just to pass a bill to protect the cocoa trees. Nothing has been done. Cocoa Board is telling us that there's even a law that protect the cocoa trees. So why can't they come out to do that? But nothing. Nobody cares about the cocoa. I'm telling you. Sometimes they said I'm frustrated. That is what they have been saying. That you can't fight for Ghana. What we are doing will not end you anywhere. Forget about this. You are not the only person. But I know the importance of cocoa. That is why some of us, we've sacrificed our lives for so many years, 15 solid years, to do this. And nobody is listening to us.
Wow. We can feel your
the
pain
frustration.
and
I mean,
frustration.
it's real. So let's talk about Etiwa. Rumor has it, and because I haven't seen anything there, but galamsey is affecting Etiwa.
My brother, Etiwa de
really,
it is very dangerous zone, and I'm so surprised. That is why I'm saying that there's no police, there's no military in this country. We don't have them. The ones that we see are people wearing some colored attire walking around. I don't believe that they are police. No, I don't.
Why
Because
not?
lands has been destroyed, left over like that. Potholes, I mean, dugouts.
Huge dugouts.
People are dying.
Where in Etiwa?
Etiwa, people are dying. As I'm speaking to you, the assembly member of Kwabin, his grandson just died. Farmers are scared to go to the farm, all because you can go and then you enter into a pit. There are names of mining companies around that vicinity that have left the place just like that. And people are scared to talk about it. All because the big men that are bigger than the laws of this country are behind it. And what will happen, though, you see, I have been marking time for so many years. I have pictures, I have voices and other things that what people want to do. If some of us wake up, I think some people cannot stay in this country. All because they are just joking and playing with the heart of Ghana's economy. Go to Etiwa and see. There's no law, there's no police that can arrest them. Right away, as I'm speaking, they can send drones around. You see excavators destroying cocoa. Some of them even go in the night. It is happening. It is ongoing, something that it is happening. It is happening. When the president said they should place ban on galamsey, I took upon myself and my team, that is the Concerned Farmers Association of Ghana, touring around the cocoa-prone areas. I mean, the galamsey-prone areas, just to engage them. I went there to talk to the young people that President said we should stop galamsey. What do you want to do? I'm a farmer. Others told me that they want to get into animal rearing. So I came back, I met Mr. Isi, that is the Minerals Commission CEO. And then he said, all these things have to pass through some process and other things. I sent letters to Abu Jinapo, Samuel Abu Jinapo. He referred me to the CEO. I met the Minister of Minerals and Resources. You know, they referred me, but then they were not seeing the vision and the picture of the whole issue. What happened was, Mr. Isi even did well by giving me Wellington boot because there was going to be reacclimation. So the young people will be needing boot and other things. Gave me Wellington boot. I shared it to them. But at the end of the day, where was the oil palm for them to plant? Others, I can't go to Etiwa now because when I go, they will beat me up. Why am I saying so? I give the young people hope.
The hope that you will help them.
Government said they should put a ban on it. So the presidency or the government is going to help us to raise pigs and goats and the rest for them for their livelihood so that they will not go back to do that again. I went to Dunkwao. The Dunkwao chief is a testimony of this. The Dr. Festus Ewa, the MP for Dunkwao, knows about this. I went and mobilized the young people there. At that time, the MCE of Dunkwao told me not to engage anybody, not to talk to any galamseyers. But I went ahead to meet them, all because then the man don't understand what I was doing. The Central Regional Police Commander then, she was a woman. She told me that it's a good move, we should try to do that. And if there was any help, I should give a call, backup or come to support. But the galamsey people are not so harmful, depending on the approach that you approach them. Why is it that I wasn't killed? You go to a place that you can see that these people are very crazy, they are on drugs, others are going with some kind of things that they are so crazy. You have to be with them because as a farmer, this is my outfit and this is how I should
They are human beings too. I think they want to make a living. So
exactly.
if you approach it,
so we talk to them nicely and they understand. And they said that the way the police are doing, the soldiers are doing this and that, shooting here and there, you'll be there and then some chopper or helicopter will be passing. You see, it was getting them scared. I got deep into the matter, and then not knowing, we have even foreigners. From Senegal, others are from Ivory Coast, Togo, and the things, and they are doing this kind of thing. And do you know what they are doing? That people have raised money by using some machine that they call a
the detector.
Yeah, the detector. They don't wash or go into it. They will just do it like this.
You see the hole that I showed you.
So then they have found a niche in the value chain where they would now detect where the gold is. So
they have a machine, they move, and then when the detector detects the gold, it starts beeping, so they stop and dig.
Anything metal on the ground, it will dip. Sometimes I even tried. I went to the place and I saw some of them, and then I said I want to try with it, and I even did it, and I got a little bit of gold. It is there as an evidence, you know. But the whole thing is, our young people just want something to do. The only thing that can save, I'm here for solutions, the only thing that can save the situation is about the government building up a farm complex. This farm complex within the various farming communities for a place that young people can lay their head, eat morning, afternoon, evening, and then farm. this military and the police, I will not even use the police, the military, we are not at war. They can let the military be at the base, train these young people how to go into farming. When you go to China, most of their military men are doing the soya bean. Now we are in food crisis. We can't produce more soya bean. It is increasing and increasing and increasing, and the poultry sector is going down. So why can't you do this? This is the best way to solve the situation.
Yeah.
But nobody is listening to us.
There's a video when you came, you shared with us. What does the video talk about? What does the video show?
The video shows about cocoa that has been there that they are not even giving up money. When the cocoa cratchy go in for the cocoa, he is not getting money for the buyers, but the buyers are not buying it because the buyer don't have the money. And he also don't have the money to also buy it from the other people. So now as I'm speaking to you, there's a smuggling going on. There's a smuggling seriously going on.
So this is which area?
The one that was sent, this video was in the eastern region.
Okay.
But the smuggling is going on within the borders of the country where the cocoa.
So we're going to show viewers the video, and then you can talk to us when we come back as to what we have just looked at. Okay, let's take a look at the video.
Mpanyinfoɔ yɛsrɛ mo sɛ mommɛhwɛ yɛn montwa mo anim hwɛ yɛn kuafoɔ kookoo nko a yɛagye agu hɔ bɔtɔ koraa yɛnya bi sax a yɛde kookoo no bɛgu mu no yɛnya sax no bi nti yɛsrɛ mpanyinfoɔ sɛ wɔmontwa wɔn anim hwɛ akuafoɔ no akuafoɔ yɛ mmɔbɔ kookoo akrakyefoɔ ɛne yɛagye akuafoɔ kookoo agu hɔ saa no kookoo no agu hɔ nyinaa akuafoɔ kookoo a yɛnya a wansidi koraa mfa maa wɔn na wohwɛ a yɛbɛyɛ dɛn na yɛtumi adidi yɛbɛyɛ dɛn na yɛabɔbra mu na yɛyie ɛnnɛ nneɛma biara kɔ soro nti akɔ soro kura nyɛ hwee wotɔn kookoo na nka wonya wo sika a na nka ɛna noa no nso kookoo yɛ agu hɔ bosome baako ni wansidi koraa kuani ne nya bi ɛna wɔde yɛfrɛ nsɛn wɔde akɔtɔ nkyene anaa mmɔfo bi koraa de afi de ba nku anaa nampɛsie bi obɛnya nti yɛsrɛ mpanyimfoɔ sɛ wɔmma wɔde nhwɛ yɛn na yɛsɛ deɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ no deɛ agye nsɛm yɛn akuafoɔ de yɛhu sɛ yɛnka ho koraa kookoo yɛgu hɔ nyinaa yɛ akuafoɔ kookoo a yɛagye wansidi koraa yɛma obi bi egu hɔ bosome baako ni sika biara ma wɔ ho sax koraa yɛnya bi na egu fam yi bi na yɛhwie egu fam kɔ yɛ egu hɔ nyinaa so ɔte o ɛnso yɛatɔ nti yɛsrɛ mpanyinfoɔ sɛ ɔmoma mmɔden mɛhwɛ akuafoɔ no yɛyɛ mmɔbɔ kookoo na egu hɔ nyinaa sisi hɔ nyinaa akuafoɔ kookoo a yɛagye a yɛma wɔn kaprɛ koraa yɛntua ma obiara kookoo na egu fam no nyinaa yɛ akuafoɔ kookoo a yɛagye a yɛma obiara.
All right. So, Nana, just tell us what we were seeing in this video.
Yeah, this is a cocoa farmer, and at the same time, a cocoa cratcher that has bought this, how do you call it, cocoa from the farmers that is waiting for this cocoa company, the buying companies, to buy from them. And then they are not also coming because they said there was no money. They don't have the money to give it to the cratchy people, and the cratchy people don't even have a penny, just also to go and even buy more. So this is just a portion in some part of the eastern region, which some of them aggressively, on the back door interviews and other things, are saying that their cocoa, very soon, if they are waiting at the end of this month, if it doesn't happen, they will find a way of dealing with their cocoa, rather than waiting for the government to buy their cocoa for them.
So apart from struggling to farm, get the produce, when you finish now, buying it is also becoming a challenge. I thought the 1.3 billion syndicated loan was out, and they bought, the beans.
Yeah, I will be happy that there will be a cocoa, the cocoa board people around here to throw this question to them, for them to ask why is it that it is delaying, and this is even making the farmers, so aggressive in the way that now they want to find a way. When you go to some part of the Western North region and some part of the Ashanti region, others are finding a way just to take their cocoa out of the country.
So it's true it's being moved to Ivory Coast?
Yeah, it is true. They are doing it. It is something that it's a traditional way of doing it. They've been doing this thing for some years, and now they are still doing it. Even if it is 20 cities that will benefit, they will do that. And it is something that is happening. They are doing it.
So wait, I'm a little bewildered by what you're saying. So on a government level, there seems to be a competition between Ghana and Ivory Coast, and that Ivory Coast 1 year is the largest producer, another year Ghana is the largest producer, and we are competing. Now Ghana is falling behind. Part of it could be because cocoa farmers are so disgruntled that they are sending their cocoa across to Ivory Coast. Because at least they will get something small from them.
Exactly. That is what is happening. I said, it is only the Minister of Food and Agriculture, Dr. Friakoto. He's the only person that listens to us.
But that's his job, to listen to you.
And he's the only person that have said the situation, even now, like it will be a disaster. I'm telling you, all because it is the job of Cocoa Board to be doing some of this thing, engaging the farmers, and even just to empower them that there's hope that is coming up. We are doing that. It is not our job, but then we are rather moving to the various farming communities, engaging them, talking to them.
Okay.
I moved all the way from the Western North just to talk to the people. I met the chief of Jabuso and told him that the price that came, the day that the price came, I approached him that, listen, the price that came, some of we the farmers are not happy with it, but at the end of the day, we have to accept it. So now, people have been aggressively want to send their cocoa out of the country. So what he have to do as a chief is also send the messages around the chiefs around the borders to tell them that nobody should do that. Government, time to come, can change its mind to get with some increment. Or let's say the housing project that I'm advocating for, one day Cocoa Board will say that fine, we are doing a housing project for you people, so we will benefit. So we should stop smuggling it.
What's the current price of cocoa?
It's 800.
800 what?
Ghana City.
It's for the ton.
Yeah.
And
No, the bag,
the
yeah.
Okay.
We're looking at 1,500.
Okay. That's what you're hoping to get?
Yes, because one, there are so many incentives and one or two things that will motivate the farmers, right? Let's say the Ghana government is taking 250 for our welfare and the rest, and then the 125 Ghana, 1,250 will get to us, because now even a public toilet is 1 cedi. That is pipa. You know, toilet roll is 2 cedi, some places. And if you are 5,
can you imagine?
You see, we'll pay more. And transport alone, from Kumasi to where I am, is 80 Ghana City, just Eastern region here, 80 Ghana cities. So if I have 5, how do you call it, families, that I'm moving them from Kumasi to my village, how much am I spending? Yes.
So let's look at the solutions to this problem, because clearly we have a big problem and you guys are in it. So we should listen to your solutions. What incentives, apart from the house, do you think we should be given to farmers, especially the young ones, to get them to stay in the business?
Madam, I will take Western region and North, for example. Just go to the cocoa growing areas, watch their rows. Sechi de Biso. There was a place called Adiepena. Our president talked about the year of rose. I was there myself to have a video, and truly they was doing it. I've not gone back again, so I don't know how it is. Others are saying that they've done the 8. They call the place SS because it was very dangerous area. Our road network was very bad. There's a place, Akati or so, there's a bridge there. The bridge just collapsed, and it took farmers just to do a communal labor just to make it, to fix it. The MC or whatever that around don't even care about it. So our main challenge is things that government do for us that will be so happy. Build multi-international school building, not just a structure. Because the structure that they are building, even when you put my pigs there, they will not be comfortable. They get it. We are human beings. We should watch the kind of schools that the international schools here are benefiting. They are not better than us. They are not.
That's true.
So why government can't put up this? Our children eat on the ground like pigs, and even goat, you know, because there's not even a canteen for them. There's no a playing ground. There's nothing. So at the end of the day, you can't come back and tell me that I'm doing child labor. I'll give you a slap. All because I can't leave my son home just to do some bad activity. But I'll rather send my son to the farm to teach my son how to farm, rather than to be at home. So these are the facilities that we need. We need a very good facility. Proper educational facility. We need a playing ground. I mean, a playing ground that some of our children can raise up their talent and the rest. Because most of them are good in football, swimming, table tennis, and the rest. You know, we need all this kind of facility there. And at the same time, healthcare is one of the best, but we don't even have a healthcare. Most of them, I said my son died recently all because of bad healthcare service, you know. But them that they are working at the Cocoa Board, they will just pick up a car or call a doctor. They will benefit. And whose expenses? It is we that we are sweating for them to enjoy. So at the end of the day, we that we are sweating need to live well. so that at the end of the day, they can also be okay. If all cocoa farmers say today, we are not going to farm again, where lies the future of cocoa board? There will be no cocoa board. So we need all these things. And their social responsibility, they need to do it. Because we lack so many things. Cocoa farmers are not in a good shape. They are not poor. Cocoa farmers are not poor. Because me, I'm not poor. I can say that I'm the richest person on this planet. All because I don't go hungry. And then they have my cocoyam, I have my contumely, I have my yam, I have my 1 or 2 things that I can eat from the place. So that doesn't make me a poor. But then we are poor because of the poor facilities that we don't get. I pass through this place and I can see some asphalt and the rest in Accra. What is here? Government don't get anything here. The cocoa and the rest are from our place. But East Legon, where I was sleeping, the H Hotel have a very good asphalt and the rest. And then where I am is just you can watch my boot. You see, very dusty and the rest. You know, so it's a whole lot of challenges that
road infrastructure, health facilities,
good.
educational facilities, a reward for farmers at the end of the day.
Better good rewards, not for a political farmers. And want to let
not
Cocoa
just
Board,
for national farmers.
we want to let Cocoa Board understand that those that they've been giving them award are not the mouthpiece of cocoa farmers in this country. We have the NACOFA, that is the National Cocoa Farmers Association, which on the 11th, that is my birthday, we are having a very big conference at Takwa to talk about some of these issues for
11th
government.
of December?
11th November.
November.
Yeah, just this Friday. So these are the main issues that it is confronting us. We can't even buy Milo. Yeah, we can't buy Milo. Things are very expensive.
Meanwhile, it comes from your farms.
Yeah, we are telling government that. Even water. Madam, it's not more that the government can do it. There's that the government, the president, and now the Danko Akufo-Addo don't have the right people around him just to turn things around because they are giving him a wrong and fake report. Likewise, the Minister of Agriculture, they are giving him fake report. They don't give him the right report because if they give the minister the right report, things of that sort will not be happening. Because when you go to the ground, it is very dirty. And we are on the ground, and we know what is happening. It took the intervention of Dr. Friyakoto just for some things to stabilize. If it is not him, like I'm saying it on authority, that there will be no one single cocoa tree in the Western region because they wanted to destroy it all. I have the video with a chainsaw to cut all. I told them not to do it. Now, young people are not being motivated to go into cocoa production. Why? Because it is not attractive. If a man is talking about 20,000, you have not seen 20,000 in his whole life. And now people are giving him 20,000 just to cut down your cocoa, and then the land will belong to you. He will do that and take it. But we are telling the farmers that it is not a good thing to cut down your cocoa tree. Please, I'm pleading on you, Ghanaian farmers, don't cut down your cocoa tree. Even if Cocoa Board and the government is not listening to us, we should still protect our cocoa trees. Because one day, when I become president of this country, I'll make sure that better things will happen. And then we'll still continue to do that because we know that we have Dr. Friyakoto, that is the Minister of Food and Agriculture, is listening to us. Cocoa Board should also listen like the way the minister is listening, so that better things will do what will happen to our
life. The minister
life.
has to do more, not just listening, do more, because the agriculture sector is about debt. So the minister has to do more. Food prices are going up. I met a couple of women who do garden eggs and all that, and the price of fertilizer itself is so high.
I want to tell farmers and those watching that, madam, if you are buying garden eggs from Agbogbloso, any market, and you don't see maggot around it, don't buy.
Why?
Why? Because it has been contaminated. You see, when you use so many chemicals on your farm, you spend more.
When it's organic, it rots faster.
Yes. Not that it rots faster, it will even shrink.
Okay.
Right?
So shrinking and then the maggots.
So we are telling them that please don't use chemicals because chemicals, it is poisonous. That is why people are dying. We should go on organic farming. That one will help us. It is not by all means for you to own 3-acre, how do you call it, vegetable farm.
You should still encourage the smallholder farming.
And then you go. And those doing these vegetables alongside with our roadside, please, they should be very careful the kind of water that they use on it. That is why very soon we will be coming out with a license for farming. Nana,
thank you. Thank you very much.
The name is Farmer General. Nana Obuade Boateng.
All right. So we've been speaking with Nana Obuade Boateng Bonsu II. He is a Farmer General. And Vivian, thank you for
Thank
this
you too.
conversation.
Let me say that the final part of our series on the impact of Galamsey
yeah.
On farming and cocoa farms comes up tonight, 8 p.m. on the Citi Newsroom. We are looking at the young men who have left farming, who have gone into what you call it, Galamsey, the reason why they're doing, how much money they're making and all that. So tune in tonight on the Citi Newsroom on Citi TV at 8 o'clock for that final part.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.